Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm gonna give you a little Guntersville fishing report, just an update on state of the lake, what's going on out here on beautiful Lake Guntersville. So I live here, I get to fish here, thankfully, quite a bit. Not as much as I'd like. This place is really, it truly is a special place, but it is November, so we are gonna give you an update for November. Fall transition, completely on the way.
There he is. Gosh, dude.
When I say that, I mean a lot of these fish are leaving those heavy grass mats that were around and really getting focused back on bait, kind of like they do post-spawn, you know, when they move out on the ledges. Except right now, when they start focusing on bait, it's almost like they forget about the bottom. They forget about what's there. The only thing that matters is fattening themselves up for winter. So you kind of have to throw out bottom contours. You know, we're talking scoping here, let's be honest. You're throwing out these bottom contours and you're focused on bait. These are pelagic fish, they're just eating shad. So you can catch those a few different ways. We can show those to you real quick. There's several different ways you can catch them, guys. I mean, if you want to try and catch a big one, some type of glide bait, something like that is a great way to catch a big one. You're not going to catch as many fish on that, but you will catch bigger fish. If you want to catch a lot of fish, couple different ways, I would say. Either a jerkbait, like that guy right there. That's a stunner. That's the one that I love throwing out here. A jerkbait is a great way to catch a bunch. Of course, what would this video be without talking about jighead minnow? Got to throw that in there. That's another great way to catch them right now. They're really starting to get back on that bite. If you have the right conditions, topwater can be amazing in November, but it's all about conditions. You got to have cloudy skies, warmer temps, right? Warmer than I would say normal. You definitely don't want the cold stuff, but warm, calm day, great for topwater. Colder day with a little bit of wind, jerkbait or the minnow are great. I would also throw the glide in there, like kind of on the same type of topwater days. You know, we're talking about scoping fish. We're talking about fish that are relating to bait, nothing else. If you want to fish grass, you can still do that right now. There's still plenty of grass up the lake.
Dude, he was on there the whole time.
I live in the town of Guntersville, and so I live like on the bottom end of the lake, so I don't get up as much to the northern end. But if you want to catch grass, or you want to catch fish out of grass right now, you don't have scope, and you're looking, you know, trying to decide where to go, you can certainly go up north, and you can still catch fish punching. Texas rig bait like that, that's a creature hog, max scent creature hog, or throw in the Berkeley Swamp Lord. You can still, again, on these warmer days like this, definitely still catch them wherever you have some matted grass left. I would say a couple other outliers are getting in the backs of creeks. I've done really well this time of year, getting in the backs of creeks, and actually, these fish are eating shad too in the backs of creeks. They're just not out in that open water. Got rods everywhere now. You see what I have tied on when I come out here. So a spinnerbait actually in the fall on Guntersville can be great. So if you don't have scope and you're just trying to, you know, just go out there and catch fish and you have to throw at the bank, I feel like a spinnerbait gets overlooked a lot. And this is still a great way to catch fish even out here. If you find that bait shallow above the grass in the backs of creeks, spinnerbait is a great way to catch them. Same deal with a buzzbait. You know, if you get in the backs of some creeks, you have some nice grass lines still, or it's a warmer day and you just want to cover a bunch of water near the bank, a white buzzbait is still an awesome way to catch fish out here on Guntersville before it gets too cold. Once it gets too cold, you can put the buzzbait away for sure. So there's all different types of ways you guys can catch them right now. That's the beauty about this lake. It's so big. It's so diverse, you know, there's so many sections and areas of it that have fish. And what I always tell people about Guntersville and what I love the most about it, it can be tricky to figure out, but if you're struggling to figure it out, just put in at a boat ramp in any one of the creeks and put the trolling motor down and fish, and just fish. That's the beauty about this place. You don't have to burn a ton of gas if you don't want to. And you're always gonna be around bass no matter what ramp you launch your boat out on this lake. And the good thing right now, this November, man, these fish are feeding up on those shad. They're getting fat, they're heavy, they're weighing a bunch, but you can catch them, you know, from one end of the lake to the other. I honestly can't even wait for December. Like December is one of my favorite times out here, getting way up on the northern end of the lake just to fish different stuff and even catch some of the smallmouth up there. So hey, if you guys want the best locks out there on the market, check out Bolt Locks. It remembers your truck key the very first time you use it, so you only need one key for all your locks. I use them on my locker bar, my trailer hitch, and the trailer tongue, and even my spare tire. Man, lots going on out here on Guntersville. The bite is good. If you are trying to decide whether to come or not, I would say come. It's probably worth it right now. The bite is really good. I'm sure you guys have been seeing other people's social media, all kinds of pictures of big fish out there right now. It's taking good weight to win the tournaments. Mid 20-pound bags already, and I believe a lot of those are coming, you know, scoping. And you can do that around bridges. Like I said, you can do it on the ledges, out almost honestly in the middle of the river channel. Like you just have to find the bait. That's what it's all about, finding the bait, and then you will find bass. And don't pay attention to the bottom. Maybe pay attention to the fact if you're in a pocket or the mouth of a creek or something like that. But almost forget about the bottom until it gets really cold and those fish start relating, you know, more to the bottom, the big stumps or, you know, the actual rock like shell ledges, the hard drops. That's the type of stuff they want to get on when it gets cold in the winter. But from what I'm seeing, we're not quite there yet. Probably still another month or so away for that. But that'll be really good here soon. But yeah, Guntersville's legit, guys. We're gonna go fishing now. And I'm probably gonna go fishing a lot over the next couple of weeks. So we'll get back to you guys with another report after this.